Hello again, this is Jason Cornett with Jaybird Aerial Photography. I just want to do another video to round out the top three that I'd mentioned before. You've seen my Phantom 4 Pro, you've also seen my Mavic 2 Pro, but this evening I want to show you my Mavic 2 Enterprise Dual. This is the Mavic version that actually has the regular camera, the one two-thirds sensor camera. Then it also has the FLIR camera as well, and I just wanted to share that with you today and kind of let you see what that looks like. I also have some test footage just took a few minutes ago, just kind of panning around to see what it kind of looked like. It's still daylight, as you can tell, but give you some ideas of what a heat signature would look like based primarily on the sun. What you'll see is from the roadway, roofs, buildings, houses, residents, and then also there are a couple of vehicles that you'll see in the video as well. Just kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. I do have this for my personal business, just to share a little bit more information with you. I also work for Appalachian State University Police. I fly the drones. I head up the drone program there at the police department. We have a Matrice 210, and likewise we have one of these as well. What I see this niche for is the Matrice 210, of course, has pretty much everything that you would need as far as a law enforcement, search and rescue, public safety, aircraft or drone. It's set up quite a bit different than what you see with the regular prosumer, consumer line of drones. But this here, what you would kind of use this for is a very fast search and rescue mission where you're really trying to get some thermal imaging as quickly as you can. Heat signatures, you're trying to find those as fast as you can. A missing person, we've thinking about a silver alert for older people, amber alert for younger folks, someone who may have walked away from a nursing home or even a hospital, and we're trying to find out maybe if they're somewhere really close to the property. The heat signature works really well, especially with the Matrice 210, what we've been able to practice and train with there. I'm highly impressed with the quality and what you can see from that. What you will see with this, you'll see in the video, it actually transposes a portion of the regular video camera along with the FLIR. You can have it three different settings. You can have just the regular camera, you can have just the FLIR, or you can have a mix of the two. When you have the mix of the two, it almost gives it a cartoon, like an outline drawn, where when it's just FLIR, it's a little bit more faded, but the addition of adding the two together, the mix, it gives you an outline, so it more clearly defines the lines of what you're viewing and what you're seeing. When I cut to the clips, you'll be able to see that and take a look at what that looks like there. This here, again, one of the things I really like about this setup, it actually comes with this hard case. You'll see that in an up close sample here in just a second, but it holds everything. I have set up this Mavic just like I set up my Mavic 2 Pro. I've added the Fly More combo with the additional battery, so I actually have 4 batteries. Flight time is excellent. You've probably, from what I've seen, I would say right around 25 minutes. I don't know that you'll get the full 30, but you're going to get quite a bit. So one thing as we have been comparing the Mavic line to the Phantom line is you will notice an increase in flight time with these batteries. One thing also that I'd like to mention that's a little bit different from my other setup, with the batteries here, these are heated batteries, or have the ability to be heated. You can press and hold on a colder day where you would get a warning that says it's too cold for you to fly, and so the way that this would work out here is you can heat the battery up and it'll allow you to warm the battery, so it'll be ready for flight. This, again, it's a little bit different because where you would use DJI Go to fly the other Mavic, you would use DJI Pilot to fly this one. I actually have this one set up with a passcode, so you cannot just automatically go into it and fly. You have to do the passcode first. Also, it's good to mention, this also has internal storage as well. I think it's 24 gigabytes of storage as well, internal storage, so you can actually place that there. I'll look just to double check. but it's a nice setup. You've got the same controller as what you have with the regular Mavic, but what I have placed on top here is the strobe light. If you're going to use it for your nighttime waiver, if you have your daylight waiver and you're flying at nighttime, you can use this here. It's got your 3 statute mile limitation or certified strobe light to use there. Also, you can see here, it does have the spotlight. All these things are attached by micro USB to the top of the aircraft, and then it has these thumb screws here that go into to hold it onto the aircraft. So this is the spotlights. You can place those. Once they're placed, they're in the position they're going to be in. You cannot move those from the controller itself. And also, it does have a one-way speaker setup as well. I think this is handy if you were to locate a person. Just let them know who you are, that you've found them, you've located them, and that help is on the way. Kind of put them at ease. So currently, this is just a one-way communication. It would go from me, from the pilot to the person that's being located. So kind of give them a little peace of mind to let them know they have been located, especially if they're injured, if they're afraid, if they're confused, if they see the aircraft and not certain as to what's going on. The idea is to be able to put them at ease. But this is a very nice setup, much more affordable than what you would find with the Matrice 210 system. I love flying the Matrice. It's a tank. We have the Zenmoose Z30. We have the XT FLIR as well. I mean, it is a wonderful setup to have, but you're talking about $20,000 to $25,000 for that package and setup. This here, one thing I do wish that it had was a zoomable camera. Maybe they'll do that in the future. If they comprised maybe the Mavic 2 Zoom, where you'd have a zoomable camera and also the FLIR, that would be a very nice setup. You don't have the zoomable camera with this. You do have the FLIR, but you can place the drone closer as well in most situations, so you can get close enough to visualize what you're looking at and to see. This package as it sits here is right around $3,700 to $4,000. This is a great, fast first responder unit. I would highly recommend it for that. Departments, public safety departments, fire departments, police departments, those that are looking to just start with an aircraft to get started, I would recommend this aircraft here. If you have the money to go into it and the time to put in the training, of course you would need your Part 107. You'd have to have that. Insurance is a must, as I discussed in my first video or second video. I can't emphasize that enough. Having your insurances in line, because liability is a real thing that has to be taken into consideration. But this is a wonderful device to get started. I hesitate to call it an entry-level device, because it's more than that. It's an enterprise level. But at the same time, when you compare the two, between the Matrice line and the Mavic line, it's a considerable difference. But this is a wonderful way to get started. It's a wonderful way to have a little extra peace of mind. Again, it's just a little bit larger. The case is just a little bit larger than what you see with the regular Mavic 2 Pro case. But this is an easy thing to place in your vehicle. It's an easy case to place in your squad car. Highly recommend this device here. But again, if you have any questions, please comment down below. I plan to continue sharing my information as far as my personal business that I have, insurances, how to get things set up. It's a lot of work. You're talking about a website, you're talking about running Google ads on the internet, you're talking about social media, all the different forms, and keeping your content relevant, keeping it up to date, not just thinking that it's all set up. You just take a few minutes, set up, and then walk away. I have found that clients are really looking to see what I place on Google. I've had customers. I live in North Carolina. I have customers calling as far away as Florida currently. Those that own properties here in the high country, and working for them to do promotional videos. So it's a very important thing to have your internet presence, as it should be. A very nice, up-to-date web page, and I hope to discuss that a little bit further with you in the near future. And if you're watching this, it's probably this information is probably things that you've already heard, but they're still relevant today. It's the current technology that we have before you start getting into the higher enterprise level, and I'm making reference there to the Inspire 2 and some of those levels there, where you're actually going to be spending more in the double digit, or the 6 digits, I'm sorry, 5 digits there. You're talking about 10,000 plus is what I'm referring to. So this keeps you down in the lower level. Again, by no means is this a cheap device, especially if you are a small business owner. It is definitely a what I would call an investment, and you kind of have to weigh, is it something that is going to work for your budget or for your business or not. Hopefully in the near future, if possible, if it's going to work out that way, I'd like to do maybe some inspections, use this for those type of offerings for my business, just to kind of have more out there. You have to have the product or the device in hand before you can offer certain services. So that was one of my things here, trying to future-proof our business a little bit with Jaybird. So just wanted to share this with you to round out the top 3 videos. These are the 3 drones that I currently have. I have, again, the Mavic 2 Pro, the Mavic 2 Dual, or Enterprise Dual, and the Phantom 4 Pro, and that's my fleet currently. But please subscribe to the channel. We're working to make it grow. Please share it with your friends. We're trying to get the word out, trying to do as much business as we can here in the high country, offer as many services as we can to grow. Moving a lot, been doing a lot, and still continue to do a lot of work for realtors. I see promotional videos are starting to be a new common workforce, work field for us. Love doing that. I love doing promotional videos. So please share. Got plenty of different other content on the channel. Thinking about some other ideas that may be coming in the near future as well. Stay tuned, smash that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the future. See ya.